Hello guys and girls. So this time we start with the painting of the Kytan. You can see that we got already everything set up and we prepared to base color the model. This is just the upper body that you see right now, and we are about to put the base color on it with the airbrush. We got it put on a turnable table, so it's easier to turn it around without holding in your hand. And even then you need to adjust some of the painting pen. Like here we needed to remove the cap at front because it was clogging quite fast, even when we just started to apply the airbrush. Okay, so we come to some moving pictures like this one. It's just putting on the base coat on everything. What else to say? Yeah, putting on the base coat on everything, on every armor blade, on every part of the model. You see it here. We got the head, we got the little blades. We even needed to refill it, the ground color, because it's quite a lot. The model isn't that small. I think you saw the model already on my latest pictures, and so you know how it will look at the end, how it is pointed, how it's based. And like I said, we need to apply some of the smaller things here. Then we have the legs, like always, just the base color. We choose white because it's brighter, it brightens up the color. You can apply brighter colors on there. They don't get as dark as when you apply a black base color to it. That's why we choose the white one. It's not completely bright white, it's more a gray. It's a Vallejo base color. Really good for what we needed it. And yeah, we just started to use the brown base color. This is for the rusty effects. It's the darkest of three, and this one will be pretty important to show the rust color. As always, we apply it to all of the parts, not only the head, not only the shoulder pads, no, everywhere that will be rust and that will be red later on the model. So then we use even the brighter ones will come in a second, but first let's finish this here on every part that will get red. You see in between we don't paint it black. The parts that will get metal, we don't need to paint it any color at the moment. It will get painted later in a metal color. You will see that too. But first of all, the grounding rust for the bladings and for everything that will be red at the end. There we start with the next rust color. It's a bit brighter. You can see it immediately in this video. And it's just that the rust doesn't look that even, because rust isn't even. It's deep, it's sometimes darker, sometimes lighter. It should look as natural as possible. That's why we apply different shades of rust. Even here you see it's the brightest shade already, and it should show you that if you apply the rust, and if we later on in the video see the rust underneath the red, there will be some difference in color. It will not be just dark brown. It should be a variation of colors, of rusty colors, to make it, like I said before, more natural in kind. You see this is almost the brightest one, and now you can really good see where we apply the red over. Like always, this is not just first kind of red and not the only kind of red. There will be other brighter versions of red just to make it more natural as always. But first we need to finish to apply this dark red. It's not completely dark, but it's the base color of my World Eaters, and it should show that this is basically the color you're building your highlights on. With the highlights we will start after we have painted all the armor blading again, which can take quite some while. You see I have it put on 200% speed, and still it takes more than enough time to just apply this base color even with the airbrush. Here we started with the highlighting. We come from up to down, which means basically that the lighting should be on top of the model, like he's walking beneath a sun, and the point of light comes from above it. We do it on every part of the model, so not only the upper body or the head, but as you see the axe, the weapons, the shoulder pads, all the bladings basically again. Everything we put the red on, everything we put the brown rusty color beneath gets a highlight now. Everything needs to be done before we can use the heavy chipping. So I think we are done soon. Yep, now we're coming to the part of the metal. It's just some accessoires that we paint, like the chains, the skulls, and for sure at last part the legs. They're getting completely covered with this metal. The metal will not stay like this, it will get some darker shades, some rust effect as well later on. But first of all we need to put the crown color there. This is a pretty nice one, I think, and it's easily worked with, as you see here in these pictures, with some nice ink. Here you see that we painted the skulls already and every metal part of it. I took it in some smaller pictures so we have more to see at the same time. It's basically just painting the model as you want it, as you want the colors, with all the skulls, if you want normal skulls, with the bronze. Here you see we have already applied the heavy chipping on it and removed some of the red. You can pretty good see the rust now on head or upper torso or even on the leg plating. It's shining through, and on the leg plating you see it's not just one brown, it's more browns, and it's a really nice effect. Also we have the base in desert, and we wanted to show some effects on the legs because he's stomping through a desert and he's getting dirty. And here you see we have applied some effects from some weathering from Vallejo again. Closer picture even. It's really nice to apply it. If you use some water, it's sticking between every part of it, how it should be. You know, sand is not like water that is running away. It's sticking, and it's in every corner of the model. And we put it nicely on the field, on the armor plating, so it shows that he's stomping through this desert. There we have some more close-up pictures of the legs. Also you see his skittling gun quite a bit, and we darkened it up as well because of the use. It gets heated, it darkens when it gets fired. Yeah, that's basically the part you painting alone quite nicely with some shading, with some inks. But I wanted to show you the legs again because I really like how he's standing there, how the armor blade is scratched, dirty, a bit damaged, not completely because he's stomping through war, not through whatever. So he's dirty but not that damaged, not severe damage, just some battle damage, and you can see it here quite nicely. If you have questions how to do it, or if you have questions how to paint a model like this, you can put it in the commentary. Also, if you want to, there is kind of no problem that you use write me, and I give you for commissions the number how you can contact painter Crackish that painted this model. Thank you guys, and see you next time.